This is it. This is where it all started. A bit of backstory. I moved around a lot when I was a child. In my count, it was about 6 times before I was even 10 years old. And then I moved in here, and I lasted in this bedroom longer than every other bedroom put together. In fact, I've been told that I reacted with surprise at the thought of lasting here more than 2 years. So this was my bedroom from 2003, September 2003 to January 2015, and a lot of good times in here. Yeah, if you're wondering about the mess, when I moved out, this became a storage room, and it was loaded. It looked like the site of a war zone. When I moved out, and then my mother just sort of piled stuff in here, and then recently, she was getting internet installed, and we had to do a massive clear out. Because the wires had to go around that wall. And there was just stuff everywhere. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, actually I should mention right now, my mother plans to fully clean the place out, organize everything, and turn this into an art studio. So, yay. At least the room's going to good use for something. Yeah, my original bed used to be here. It was a single at first, but it was elevated. It had compartments underneath it. That was really cool. Good way to get fresh air with the windows right there. We got some shelves here. My original VHS collection would have been on that shelf at the end there, and just a completely jumbled mess, and it was awful. But I tell you, these shelves. 20 years old. Built to last. That's the power of IKEA, I swear. Second shelf, that was all DVDs. That was even more of a mess than the VHS shelf. And the DVDs that were here, these are the ones that were in the recent unboxing video. They were just sort of scattered everywhere. My original TV unit used to be here. This is when it was just like a very small, maybe 17-inch CRT. It's the kind of bedroom TV kids would have had 20 years ago, and they would have loved it. It was, I don't know what kind of model it was, but it was a TV VCR combo. And that's when I discovered the horrific ability to copy DVDs onto VHS. Because if you had a TV VCR combo like that, it could be done. And, you know, as you've seen in Time Shift Troubles, I made fun of that, and it was awful. Eventually, we put a wardrobe there, and cool thing about when we cleared that wardrobe out and we destroyed it, I found a lot of old footwear that I hadn't worn in decades, but were still in good shape, and even better, still fit me. That's a surprisingly good feeling when you find old shoes that aren't wrecked and actually still fit you. And then eventually I got a double bed, because eventually you have to move up to a double bed. That was when I was about 15, and it just went along the wall there. It would have been about here, and my new TV unit would have been up there. Probably where those folders are. That would have been about where my TV was. I would have had Sky Digital about there. A couple of old game consoles, my N64, my GameCube. And it would have been about here that I would come home at night, watch some cartoons, because you know how much I love them, and yeah, this would have been it. I would have had Sky at this point, so I could have been taping it. Actually, I may have had it when the TV was there, and it was the old CRT TV VCR. I might have had it then, and if I did, I would have been taping then. And actually, funny thing about the old bed, there were drawer compartments underneath it. That's when I kept my old recordable VHS tapes. It would have been about here. Yeah, because when I found them in just the room in general, they were just in an old shoebox, and some of them I feel like I taped stuff onto them and then just never watched them because they were in really good shape. You'll see that as we approach November. I've got 2 Cartoon Network recordings. Both of them are in surprisingly good shape, like never been seen levels of quality. Actually, on the subject of the bed being here, this is where I would do most of the YouTube videos back then. I would keep it quiet so I wasn't disturbing anyone. And yeah, I'm pretty sure it was in this very spot where the Thompson Friends multi-language series started. It was in October 2013. I was just bored one night. I think I heard the German dub of Thomas and Gordon, and that set me off into the idea.
Eines Morgens wollte Thomas nicht aufwachen. Sein Lokomotivführer und sein Heizer brachten ihn nicht zum Fahren.
Yeah, it would have been about here, where the multi-language series started. So yeah, it's pretty cool. A view of the back garden. Some very pain in the ass windows. Yeah, my cat, all the cats actually, would just come through here because they know I'd be here. They would jump on the bed while I'm trying to sleep or just trying to watch TV and go sit at the window and then open up for them. Oh, there's a cat right there. Hi, Mill. How are you? Yeah, that's my mother's cat, Millie. So yeah, I used to play out back here as well, and then I realised how much playing outside sucked, and yeah. I know you can't see behind that tree there, but there used to be a climbing frame, an obstacle course climbing frame thing there, and there really wasn't actually that much out here to play with, so yeah, it sucked. In terms of decoration, there hasn't been much. This blue paint job has been here since I moved in. So, yeah, this is 20-year-old paint here. I had a few posters that still survive. There's a Shrek poster that's currently on my living room wall, as well as a poster of New York City. That used to be about there. Actually, my drum kit used to be here as well. It was facing outward, very awkwardly, so I'd have to wedge myself into here. And then the drum kit would have been about there, and it wasn't very convenient, especially if I'm trying to put music on, and then I have to come over here. Yeah, especially, and even if I try to access a DVD or a VHS tape, God forbid, in those days, and that was a pain. And then I just turned the whole thing around. And yeah, then my neighbors would start complaining. Oh, electronic music. So yeah, I had a few posters. The big draw here is this old wallpaper. It goes all the way around the room. All the way around. Yep. Also some plushies. I have a lot of plushies in this bedroom. We got 2 bags here that we're having to go through at some point. I don't collect plushies that much anymore, but that's more my wife's area. But yeah. So yeah, this Thomas and Friends wallpaper. This is the most decorated the room has ever been, and I never noticed this until recently. It's a stock image of Thomas on there, and when I see that photo, I was reminded of something. I was reminded of this. It's the same photo. Oh God, it makes me want to hate it even more now. Oh, it's terrific. So yeah, this has just been a random video. I'm house sitting for my mother at the minute, so I figured I'd make a video while I had the place to myself. And yeah, this is where I spent 11 years of my life. This is where YouTube almost started for me, more or less. And yeah, happy 17th anniversary to me.